Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking, and yeah, we are back. So we're basically having a bottle of Tall Horse, and it is a Sauvignon Blanc. Some ice, and let me pour a glass and we can start the video. Being gay to me literally means freedom, right? I feel like, you know, there's just been so much that's been going on throughout my whole journey of my life, and a sense of self is exactly what I think it is, you know? I think freedom and a sense of self, because I've discovered who I am in so many aspects of my life. I've like entered a state of being free, basically, and that's exactly how I feel. Yeah. Being in the closet. I would say I was more or less in a glass closet, right? Because I mean, people knew, but people didn't say anything. You know what I mean? But they knew. And some of them would say things, but I would shut it out. I mean, I felt like I had to deal with it myself first before I had to be able. I wanted to accept myself before I could go out and ask for people to accept me, basically. That's how I felt. And yeah, there were lots of moments where people pushed me, you know, they were pushing me to come out, or, you know, I remember high school was like really bad. I had a bad experience with my high school. I mean, not like forever. I enjoyed my high school, but I did have some difficult moments in high school because, I mean, I was a teenager, you know, and, you know, you're growing and everything around you, you know, the boys are asking out the girls and the girls are getting asked out by the guys, and you are just in the middle there not knowing what the fuck is going on. Yeah, so that was a bit tough for me. Homophobia. Oh, homophobia. My God. My worst experience with homophobia is, I would say my absolute worst experience would be one time when I was in Durban and I was in a club and there was commotion in the club as usual. You know how it is. So I went to the bathroom because I needed to use the loo. So I went to use the loo and I walked in. So before I walked in, at the door, there was people that were fighting and there was drama and there was like some situations. So one of the guys actually went into the toilet right before I went in there. So when he went in there, he was like on the phone, talking to someone on the phone. Then I went into the toilet and there was like a bunch of guys in the toilet. And then all of a sudden, like, I could just see that there was like some people that were staring at me and like, you know, but I mean, I'm used to that, you know? So while I was standing there, all of a sudden the bouncer comes in, right? When the bouncer comes in, he's looking for this guy that's on the phone, the one that was causing the drama outside the toilet. He walks into the toilet. He actually shoves the door open, and he walks in. When he walks in, he starts looking around, he's looking around, and then he grabs the guy by his shirt, right? Immediately when he grabs the guy by his shirt, he's like, wenzani, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, why are you causing so much drama? Blah, blah, blah. You need to get the fuck out of here, right? Immediately when he says that, he looks around and he sees me, right? I'm waiting to use the toilet. When he sees me, he's like, Wenofunanla. And I'm like, huh? So first of all, because I don't know, I'm getting down, I didn't do anything. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing here in the men's toilet? These are for men. Haibo. And he says that to me, guys. First of all, I'm like, I'm so scared right now because I don't know what I'm gonna do, and this guy is humongous right now. He grabs my arm and he pulls me out the toilet, right? He pulls the guy out the toilet and he's grabbing me too. And he walks us out to the door and he pushes us and he shoves us out the door. And the guy falls on the ground. I don't fall, luckily. And I stand outside, right? And there's like a bunch of people outside because people are trying to get in. So as he does this, like everybody, my friends are inside and they can't see me. They can't see this happening to me, right? So he throws me outside the club. And as soon as I stand, I'm like, hi, bo, what the hell was wrong? Like, what did I do? And everything like that. And then he starts shouting, and he's just going on. And I was so, guys, Yo! I shame. And he hasn't clung. I was so heartbroken at that time, and I was heartbroken even more because people were staring at me. I couldn't tell my friends from inside, and I left my phone with my friend because they were, and I was standing outside, and I had to wait there for like around about, I think it was almost an hour for them to even realize that I'm not back from the toilet, and for them to not look around the club but to come outside to see if I'm not outside, and they found me outside. So immediately when they found me outside, I explained to them the situation. I just didn't even want to cause any drama. I just was like, I told my friends, the guy was just like, he thought I was drunk, so he was like, I must leave. And then I was standing, I didn't even want to talk about it. I was like feeling like I had never experienced that in my life, like where someone was actually like challenging me and making me feel really small in terms of physical, strength. Because I mean, people would say words to me. I mean, people have always said words to me in my life. But the day in which that guy was manhandling me and he like shoved me out, like I was like a piece of dirt. I was like, "Haibo, abantu guys, why?" Like, think about the work that goes into it. Like, you don't know the person, but you do so much to hurt the person. But it's a complete stranger to you. You don't know them. Based off of something that you believe is wrong. And now they are doing this wrong thing with their life. And I mean, I'm just standing there. I was just standing there, not bothering anybody, waiting to use the loo. Wow. Now that was an experience for me. But that's literally what happened to me that time, and it will forever be in my mind. I always see like stories of how like abantu that stay in like elokshini or the townships or the rural areas, and how like the community can like literally burn or kill and stab people just because they're lesbians or they're gay or they're transgender. It's such a worrying factor for me, and I feel like it's something my mom also worries about because she has a friend who was stabbed because she was lesbian. So, when it comes to me, she also has this huge fear that something like that could ever happen to me. I mean, it's pretty scary. I mean, to think about it, think about the fact that every single day when I walk out the door, people are staring at me. I mean, even if I get into a taxi, people are staring at me. If I go into a store, people are staring at me. Wherever I go, everybody notices the gay guy, So it's always just like, and there's a constant number of eyes that are looking at you. Now you also have to try and be the best that you can. It's all internal. It's all internal. I need to look good. I need to smell good. I need to be presentable. I need to be able to speak well. I need to be able to drive a nice car. I need to be the best at my job. I need to do so many good things so that people don't realize this bad thing that is my personality or who I am. So it just feels like a constant struggle of being better. I just have to always be the best because I can't be struggling and be gay. You know what I mean? It's so much work. It really is, really is so much work. Like, I'll give you an example of like how I get uncomfortable in spaces, right? Like, for instance, when I go to the rank, I try my best to not be gay in the rank, right? Because I know that the atmosphere at the rank is not the atmosphere that I'm looking for, right? Or it's actually that atmosphere that I could actually get hurt by, Another example is going to the gym. When I go to the gym, there is a changing room for guys and there's a changing room for girls. Till this day, I've never been into the guys' changing room at gym. I use when you walk into gym, up the stairs, there's a couple of toilets. There's like 2 toilets, and they're fairly huge, I think, because there's also like a doctor's office at the inside the building. So those, like the patients or the nurses, they can use that bathroom. So I use that to change because I have this fear in me that I don't want to go into that environment, and I don't want, like, take it as if, because guys ask me out, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want random strangers seeing me naked, like random guy strangers seeing me naked, You know, it's like, for instance, I know if a straight guy and a straight guy are together and they're naked, that's fine. You know what I mean? But now, if you put a straight guy and a straight girl in a room, the straight girl won't want to change in front of the straight guy. You know what I mean? Or, like, it's that psychology that is in my head. That's how I view the situation. And of course, you could say, oh no, come on, Ola, you can just go and change and things like that. But I mean, I notice it. People at gym stare at me all the time. There is a long list of guys and girls that are always staring at me at the gym. And I know this. I see them whenever there's mirrors at the gym. Whenever I'm turning my head, I can see someone immediately turn their head because they were looking at me. It's just, it becomes a lot. It really, really does become a lot sometimes. And, you know, sometimes I just wish like I could just switch off a button and just be straight, you know, and just live a normal life where I'm not constantly being worried about, oh, these people are staring at me, these people are doing this is what I'm experiencing all the time in my life. Yeah. Oh gosh, that was a rant. And I hope that basically that you guys can take something from this video, or maybe the experiences that I have had, and not be someone who does that to someone else. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I could say. That's all I've got for you guys today. And I know this was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to send you guys this message, basically, to put it out there to you guys to know what I'm going through, or what I've been through, or your fellow friend who is gay, or anyone at home who is gay, and that situation. So thank you guys so much for your continued support, and please like this video. Like the video. You don't have to subscribe, just like the video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.